Let's now talk about adding text in our drawing. To add text, you can select this note option from Annotation Command Manager. Now, when you select the note option, well, it will show you several panels, but we will start with the leader panel. So if other panels are open, simply click this arrow to just collapse it and only keep leader panel active. Now, by default, it will usually select this leader option, which has this leader line and this star. And this is called auto leader. Now, using this option, you can add note as well as a leader line. Let me show you how it works. So here in this case, if you want to connect your note with a leader line, simply go to a feature in your drawing and click on it. And now we have a leader line connecting that feature. So here this hole is connected with leader line, and click again to let go of this. And now we have text option. So here you can type text. So let's add the text now. So the text I'll add here is machined hole. Now, if you want to change formatting of this text, you can select it and change it from here. For example, you can change the font size in your drawing units, for example, 3.5 mm, then color, bold, italics, underline, strike through, left align, center align, right align. This is fill the entire box, stacking. And if you have several lines in this note, then you can add the bullets or numberings. You can also use the indent feature to change the left or right indent value of your paragraph or piece of text. And you can also increase the gap between different paragraphs using this paragraph properties option. Once you are done, simply click outside and we have the note. Now, using the same option, if I click somewhere randomly, it won't add a leader line and it will only create the text. For example, this one. So here, let's add the copyright information. So I'll type copyright protected. Do not copy. Click outside and here we are. Now, if you select the first option, it won't add the leader line. It will simply create the text no matter where you are clicking. Even when you click directly on the feature, it will simply add the text. So I'll just keep this second one selected. Then we have these options. Now here it will just add leader line even when we don't have a feature. So if you select this and just click anywhere in the blank area, it will still add the leader line. So let's add sample text and click outside. Now this next option here will simply add the multi-jog leader, which means in this case you can add a jog line. Now this is especially useful for situations where you have tight space and you want to navigate through different features of your drawing. For example, let's say we want to add this feature for this hole. So I'll just click here and we want to add text on the right side. And for that, I'll simply click maybe here and then I'll click here and then I'll just click right about here. So that's where we want to add text. So to add the text, once you've added all the jog lines, simply double click and now it will just convert it into, well, text. So here we can add the text. Once again, I'm going to type machined hole and just click outside. Now, as you noticed, it will automatically add that extra line. So if you don't want that extra line, you can simply double click here instead of just making this line and then double clicking. Now we have the next one, which is the spline leader. So here, as the name suggests, it will simply add the spline instead of the straight lines. So here we have the spline, click, and you can add the text and just click outside. So you can use this feature to add the VDA leaders, which is usually used in German automobile industry. So just in case you want to add this one, then simply click at a point wherever you want to attach this balloon with, and then you can just specify the direction. Click and now start typing the text. Based on the text length, the balloon size will automatically change. For example, here I'll simply type sample, and as you can see, this is quite smaller. Click outside and here we have the balloon, the VDA balloon. All right, so I'll simply go to this first option here and also, well, the simple style. Now we have also other options here. For example, if you select this option, leader left, then automatically it will add leader line on the left side. But before we do that, look at this. We already have a balloon here, even when we don't have this VDA leader selected. And that's because of this border option. So if you expand the border option, you'll notice that now circular is automatically selected, and this will automatically create a border around your text. So you can change it to none, and now we don't have any kind of border. So that's the default option. I'll keep none selected for now, and we'll explore other options in a moment. For now, let's just collapse it. And then once again, let's add the text. So click at a point, and now even if I click on this side or even here, it will always add text on the right side. So no matter how far I go here, it will just add it here. So that's the left aligned text. So sample and add it. If I click the left aligned, it will automatically add the text only on the left side. Even if I move it way up towards the right side, it will just add text on the left side. And then we have this automatic alignment, which will automatically select the alignment based on where I'm placing it. So if I move it towards right, that's on the right side. If I move it towards left, the leader line will just automatically shift like so. So that's the best option which you should select for the leader line alignment. Then we have the text placement option. So right now, the text is placed straightly at the end point of leader. If you select this one, the next option, it will add it on the bending of the leader. And if you select this option, it will add it above the leader. So these are the different options that you can choose for the leader line. For example, here you can just see how the leader line is changing. So I'll just move my cursor right about here, maybe just like so. And now you can see this one, this leader line. So if I select this option, it just is straight. This one has an extra leader and this one will move it above the leader line. So in this case, I'll maybe select this option right here. Now, if you select this option, it will also let you select the placement of the leader line. So if you want to place it on the top of text, center of text, or bottom of text, you can choose it, or you can select this automatic text selection. Now we also have an option of selecting the bounding box. So when you click on bounding box, it will automatically select the proper leader attachment position based on the bounding box, not on text. So in this case, I'll just keep it unchecked for now. And finally, we have, well, this option, the arrowhead option. So you can just select different arrowhead styles here. And if I now attach a leader here, it will use, well, the arrowhead which we selected. Again, I'm going to type sample and we have a different arrowhead style right here. That's the circular one. Now let's just delete all of these leaders which we created so far, and once again explore a few more leader options. So I'll go to note, and now let's see what options we have here in the leader format. So when you expand leader format, you'll see the same formatting options which we saw earlier, like left align, right align, center align, or fit the box. You can change the angle. You can also insert a hyperlink. So if you want to insert a web page URL or maybe a local or network drive location, you can just select this option. You can also use a dynamic property instead of simple text. For example, the scale of your sheet or the sheet number or your drawing name. So all these properties can be selected from here. And once you link the property will automatically change in your sheet whenever that property updates in the sheet. So once you add a property, for example, scale anywhere in the drawing, and then later change the scale of your view or whatever the property is linked to, that note will automatically update. You don't have to do it manually. Then we have the symbol option. If you want to add symbol, that's right here. So click and select a symbol, or if you don't find your symbol, simply click on more symbols. And from this list, you can select the symbol that you want. So this is a really big list from where you can select whatever symbol you want to add in your drawing. If you want to lock the text, that's this option. Select it and the text or the note will be locked. You won't be able to modify it, though you can unlock it as well. Then we have some other options like the feature control frame, the surface finish symbol, the datum feature, and so on. And all these things can be added using other options that we will explore here. But these features, if you want to add it in Note, well, you can do that as well. For that, simply you need to start with Note. So once you type the Note, it will allow you to add these extra symbols. So if you want to maybe add these symbols right here inside the Note, now you can select it and add it inside the Note. Well, I don't want to, so I'll simply click outside. So I'll simply press escape, and these were some of the basic features related to Note.